is up? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Back with some more Resident Evil 4 Remake content for you, as well as Separate Ways. And today I'll be comparing the shotguns. Now I've already done all the main shotguns in the main campaign of Resident Evil 4 Remake, but we just had a new shotgun join the crew, and that is the sawed-off version of the W-870. So I thought the best way to do this was compare the sawed-off version of it with the normal version of W-870. So let's look at the W-870, the shotgun found in Leon's campaign first. Now, this was a shotgun that I think was really powerful, really good. I think I preferred the riot gun as well as the skull shaker. Probably skull shaker more for stop points, and the riot gun has always been a personal favorite of mine. But these differences are really minor because this thing packs a punch, and I always like the design of it, that Hunter's design. But with the 2x power, which is definitely going to be an advantage, as well as a nice ammo capacity there. You hit your target, their target's probably going to be missing a limb, basically. And it's got a nice range on it, too, as well. So even at a distance, you can still pack a punch. But up close, this thing is nasty, as you will just be de-limbing anyone in your sight. As I said, you can just kind of go on a rampage with this gun if you're not careful. Well, maybe I'm careful. Maybe the other people are be more careful, because these poor ganados, man, I keep picking on them. And I'm sorry, but man, oh man, these guys, they need a break. And I thought that guy just went head first in the ground. But anyway, yeah, like if you see them, they're in front of you, you can just keep them at bay. And there's not much they can do to stop you. You can just basically have a whole wall, as I said, you know, solid reload speed. But just that packing punch power, just if these Ganados don't have any type of, like, you know, armor or something like that, or extra health, they stand no chance. So the W-870 is a really, really great shotgun, and I see a lot of people saying that this is their preferred favorite. But let's look at the sawed-off W-870. Now this one, it actually had a higher power before the bonus perk, and then it dropped off a little bit, but still powerful. It does have a lower ammo capacity, but its precision is higher. Now the thing about it is, it says that, you know, with obviously being sawed-off, it's supposed to be more versatile and easier to use. And I also think that, you know, I guess by default means that it's probably better up at, you know, close range than it is maybe at a distance. But I started to realize something with this gun, and this is, I'll be honest with you, of all the weapons I've used in the remake, this is the weirdest weapon, I think, of all of them. And maybe you guys don't agree with that. Maybe everyone's different, and that's fine. Let me know in the comment section below. But this was the weirdest gun for me, because this gun is, it's hard to say. Now, as I said, when this gun hits, like right there, it hits. It hits great. And when it's doing good, it looks good. It could rival the best of the shotguns. But the problem I always have with this gun is it's so hit and miss. Like, I'll hit people with it, and then I'll whiff on it. Like here, you know, you're seeing it in action, it's looking great. But now I'll just have moments where I just feel like I'm just whiffing on them. Like, here, I'm not expecting them to die. At that distance, there's a bunch of them. You know, you got pellets going everywhere, and body parts will fly. And as I said, but I'll just have, like, situations where it feels like to me, and this was the hardest part I was trying to realize when using this weapon, is I feel like if they were at a closer range, it was more likely that I would whiff on them, or just would just knock them down, not kill them, compared to if they were at a longer range, I had a better chance of killing them. But the thing I was confused by was, this is a sawed-off. This isn't like, you know, it doesn't have that long barrel. So I figured it'd be worse at a range and better up close. But I figured, you know, it wasn't working that way for me. I don't know if I'm just like the weird one out. Maybe I am. I wouldn't put it past me. But the more I kept doing things like this and trying it out, it's like I'd have these weird situations where I would just, as I said, when it hits, and it's great, it's excellent. But then I just have moments where I just feel like it's not hitting right, or maybe I'm just not aiming it right or using it right. I couldn't figure out what it is, and maybe it's operator error. But at a distance, this thing is nasty. Like, I was really knocking out people at good range here, but, you know, basically sniping them, and I just thought, isn't that kind of like the opposite of what I expect a sawed-off shotgun to be? But let me know in the comment section down below if this is something that's occurring to you. Maybe I'm just a weird one out. I perfectly can understand that, because it was just weird. Like, I can't explain it. And then the feeling, like they say, it's easier to handle. I actually felt it was harder to handle. It was harder to, like, sway and move it. Like, when you aim down the sights, it's just like you're more locked in. It's more rough to to move it a little bit. And I figured that'd be more the heavier of the shotguns, but no. So I'm just trying to hear, and once again, like, you know, I get not every shot is going to annihilate him, but I just felt like with the normal W-870, all those guys probably just done. And, you know, you get the first few, and as I said, when it hits, you don't notice anything, but I just feel like there's more times where it doesn't hit. It's just weird for me. And one thing I definitely will say is that I do not feel confident using this weapon when you're fighting someone like a chainsaw maniac, because, oh my goodness, they'll just power right through it. Where if I had like the W-870 or some of the other shotguns or the riot gun, I feel a lot more confident, because I just feel like, you know, they get a little bit too close for comfort, but it's still powerful, and that's just the weird part about it. It's just, I don't know where I would place this. It's just weird. Like, I'll say it right now, when it does what it's supposed to do, it's up there with the best of the shotguns. But when it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, it's just, I don't know what I call it, just I guess a knockback gun. You know, and here, you know, at a relatively solid distance here, and, you know, taking them out like it's, you know, like it's not, like that's a pretty far distance, and I'm just like going through them, a Las Plagas infected Ganado, like it's not, it's just weird. It's just like a sniper shotgun, but it's sawed off, so wouldn't it be better up close? And maybe I'm wrong in that. Now, as I said before, I am not a gun expert. I am not. I do like the weapons, but I'm not an actual in-person, real-life gun expert. So let me know in the comment section. You know, maybe it's something I'm not seeing, and maybe it's something I'm not doing. I'm perfectly aware that, hey, I could operator error, as I said before. But I guess overall, I would have to go with the W-870, just for consistency, the biggest thing. But if the sawed-off was consistent, I could see myself going with this. But either way, it definitely is a unique weapon. As I had a time just testing out so many enemies and just seeing the different reactions, because it was weird. But nonetheless, it is a solid position in the whole weapons list. As I said, having new weapons is always a good thing in this game, because the weapons have been an absolute blast and fun to use. But that is my opinion. I want to hear your guys' opinion. Are you having the same weird, unique problems I'm having with the sawed-off W-870, or maybe I'm just a weird one out? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know which shotgun you overall would take as your favorite shotgun, not just amongst these two. But that is going to be it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully I can see you guys back in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys later. Peace.